Hi guys, this is Donna from Donna's Creative Space. I am doing an online BOGO and a half off sale of my retired stamps and die bundles. So I did it in person on Saturday and I still have plenty of stamps left. So I wanted to see if any of my online crew might want it. So I am going to record this video because, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera. Because I don't know how long it will take and I might have to pause it because there's quite a bit of stuff to look at. So anyway, I'm trying to get my camera a little bit more centered. Alright, let's see if that's good. So, it is a BOGO and a half off sale. Buy one, get one half off. It has nothing to do with my online Stampin' Up! Business. This is just on my retired product. If you purchase for instance, if you purchase a bundle for $40 and then there's a stamp that you happen to like for $20, you'll get the bundle for $40 and the stamp for half off, so $10. So for $50 you'd get a bundle and stamp set. So basically that is my BOGO and a half. The second item must be equal or lesser value. If you see anything you like, you can email me at donnasingleton33@yahoo.com. I am sending this video first to my email subscribers, and after that I will make it live on YouTube. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, I may still have the product. Today is May 21st, 2025, so I'm not sure when you're watching this, but you can always check with me to see if I still have the product, because I've gotten all my stamps organized. These are my retired stamps. I still have a whole bookshelf full of ones that I've wanted to keep, but I have gosh, tons of them that I am looking for new homes. So without further ado, I am going to put a post-it note in this left spot here for the stamps that I will be reviewing. So if you have already, let's say you watch A through B and you come back and you want to watch where it starts at C, you can fast forward to C. Or if you're interested, you know that there was a stamp set that began with S, you just can't remember it, fast forward till you see an S up in this area here. Okay, so buy one, get the second one half off. All right, and as far as if you're local, we can always do a porch pickup. If you need it shipped, I can do a flat rate medium box for $19, and that would fit quite a bit. If you have a small amount, it could be sent in a flat rate padded envelope for $9.55. And there are other size boxes that we can always discuss. Okay, so let's get on with the video because I've got a lot of stamps to go through. I have some miscellaneous punches to show you at the very end, so stick around to see that. And every once in a while I will put this back on here just for a reference. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with A's. Alright, so here is my first bundle. It happens to be, it's not a stamp and die bundle, it's a two-set bundle, a two-stamp bundle. It's called A Wish for Everything, and it's got two stamp sets. Here's the first one. I'll try to let you see, but I don't want to take too long. I don't know if this is focusing. I think it focuses better down here. But this is the first set. This is the second. So this two-stamp bundle is $35. Then I have Abstract Impressions. This is a $40 bundle. It's the stamp with die sets for $40. This is a single only stamp. It is Add a Little Glitz, for $20. Adorable Owls for $10. I'm going to go kind of fast, but you can always pause the video if you're watching at a different time. So, you know, just pause it. I have a couple of these all adorned. One has been used slightly, because all my stamps are either used, gently used, or they are brand new. All my stamps and dies that are retired here, a lot of them happen to be new. I was shocked to see how many I hadn't used. But I have one new and one used set of All Adorned. I will give the person that wants it the new one, of course. Another stamp set is $15. It says All That You Are. My stamp sets range from $10 to $20, and the bundles, all my punch bundles are $35, and most of my stamp and die bundles are $40, but there are a few that are $35 and $25, so you might want to stick around. So all things thanks, if you write a lot of thank you cards, this is a great one to have. It's $15. Amazing Life for $20. Amazing Phrases for $20. Amazing Silhouettes for $20. Oops. Ruh-roh. I don't want to shut off the recording by accident. Amazing You. This is a bundle for $25. It's got a few words. Dies for $25. Apple Harvest. This is for $40. It has the dies with it. Look how many dies there are in this one. $40. Such a deal. Apple of My Eye, $10. Approaching Perfection, $10. Oh, goodness. Around the Bend for $40. Art Gallery for $40. Avant-Garden for $10. Awesome Otters for $10. Banner Year for $20. Beautiful Peacock for $10. Oh, so we are, let's see, Banner Year started the bees. The Beautiful Peacock, $10. Beautiful Promenade for $40. Stamp and dies. This is a 2-stamp bundle called Beautiful You for $25 for 2 stamps. That is one set. I do not separate them. It's one set for $25. Beautifully Happy for $20. Beauty of Friendship for $40. Stamp and dies. Berry Blessings for $20. Best Witches for $20. Best Year for $20. Oh, hang on. A second. Oh, here's an A that was at the back because it's a punch. It is the Above the Clouds punch with the, Above the Clouds stamp set with the hot air balloon punch. This is $35. So that was A's. I just stick the punches in the back, so I just have to remember to grab them. Okay, back to the B's. Bird Banter for $15. Birthday Delivery for $20. Blessings of Home bundle. This is a stamp and die bundle for $40. Bloomin' Love for $15. Bold Bouquet for $40 with the dies. If you need to see it up close, you can always Google the name, say Bold Bouquet, Stampin' Up, and you can go see what dies go with this. Sometimes there's a second sheet. If I notice it while I'm going through this, I'll open it and get the second sheet. But I really want to go through this fast because this might take a while. So Botanical Bliss and the dies. All right. Let's see, a few more B's. Bows and Blossoms, $20. Brave Vikings, $20. Butterfly Gala, $20. This is a nice 2-step stamp that you can stamp the outline and then change the color of the wings with another color of ink. By the Bay, $10. And my last B is By the Dock Stamp and Dies. And that is, I'm trying to see if it has a double set. Alright, so that is A through B. Okay, on to the C's. I have a Calming Camellia for $20. Hold on one second. Yep, just want to make sure I'm grabbing everything. Then I have Celebration Tidings for $40 with the dies. These little shapes here, it's hard to see, but if you can, let's look at this bigger one, right? It's got like a little indentation on either side of this die cut shape so that you could cut it out of cardstock and fold it in half and make it a tag topper, or bag topper, I should say. So that's Celebrate Tidings for $40. Cheerful Basket for $40, stamp and dies. So we have, I just want to check, I have a couple of punch bundles I want to make sure I get to that start with the word Christmas. So Christmas Classics for $40. And, oh, let me do this one. This is the next one. Christmas Gleaming for $40. For $35, this is a 2-punch bundle. I'm showing it upside down so that you'll see it without the glare. These 2 punches punch out the ornaments. So this is a 3-piece $35 bundle. All right. All right. Then I have Christmas. Oops. Let's do this one because this is the next one alphabetically. Again, this is the Scotty dog. Let me turn it upside down. Scotty dog and the little bow. This is called Christmas Scotty. This is a 2-piece bundle. Stamp, punch, $35. Then we go to Christmas Season. $40. Stamp and dies. These are great even for other sentiments, these shapes. All right. Comfort and Hope for Comfort and Hope for $20. Coming Home for $40. Stamp and dies. Construction Zone for $20. Stamp. Cottage Rose stamp and dies for $40. Now I have the Counting Sheep. I have a stamp for $10, but I also have the stamp and the dies. Let me turn this around. Well, let me, actually I have one that's opened. Here's the dies, because I have a few of these with the dies. So Counting Sheep, $10 just for the stamp, $25 for the stamp and dies, and I have a couple like this. So if you're interested, you can ping me. Okay, on to the D's. Box right in the way. All right, Daisy Delight for $20. This has a daisy punch that goes with it, but I still use the daisy punch, so I won't be getting rid of that. I thought I had a second one, and I will look around for it. If I have a second one and you're interested in this, let me know, because I might have the punch to go with it, and then it'll be $35. Okay, oops, the elastic fell off of this one. This is Dainty Delight for $40, stamp and dies. Look at all those dies. All right. Darling Details, $40, stamp and dies. And this looks like, I'm going to do this really quickly, but because some of these have 2 sheets, so this has these 2 sheets for dies. All right. Some are only 1 sheet, but I want to show you when I can tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but if I'm trying to go through them fast. Oh my goodness, I have to go get a Band-Aid. Huh. But that is Darling Details. I think I'm digging into these boxes and catching my hand because I cut myself earlier, and now I just cut myself. I'm going to pause and put it on pause and be right back in a sec. Oh my God, who knew stamping was so dangerous? Now I have matching, it must be when I'm digging into the box, because now I have matching cuts. All right, Darling Details. Don't know if I showed this already. I did. This was the one with the 2 sheets of dies. All right, Darling Details, $40. Darling Donkey for $10. Day to Celebrate for $10. Delightful Day for $15. Dino Days for $40. Stamp and dies. Documenting the Day for $10. Dragonfly Garden for $20. We did have a dragonfly punch, and I'm not sure if I have that still. I might have gotten rid of it, but if someone is interested in this, I will try to dig through my punches and see if I have the dragonfly punch to go along with it, and then it would be $35 instead of $20. But let me know if you're interested. Okay. Dressed to Impress, whoops, $40 with a stamp and dies. Driving By for $10. Eden's Garden for $10. Stamp and dies. Enjoy Life, just the stamp, $20. A couple more E's. Enjoy the Moment for $20. Every Chapter, $20. A lot of these, like this, brand new. I never even used it. A lot of these are brand new. But Every Chapter, $20. Everything Amazing, $15. I think I used this. Nope, I didn't. Brand new. Everything Amazing for $15. Okay, now we are on to F through HA. Again, I'm just going to briefly show this. This is my BOGO half off sale. Buy one, get one half off. Buy one of my retired stamps and bundles and get one retired stamp and bundle half off. So the second item must be of equal or lesser value. And if you're interested in anything, please email me at donnasingleton33@yahoo.com to arrange for postage and payment. I can ship to medium flat rate for $19, a medium flat rate box. I can ship a flat rate padded envelope for $9.55. I could pack it in a regular box and send it regular mail and see how expensive it is. You would just have to pay for anything, any shipping. And if you're local, you could always stop by. Okay, so let's start with the F's. This is Fancy Phrases for $20. And this is all just another thing as far as the BOGO. In years past, I did a BOGO where you bought something. Let's say you bought the stamp set for $20, then you would purchase something for $20 in my online Stampin' Up! Store, and you would get this for free. That is not how this is working. This is all my Stampin' Up! Retired product. Buy one, get one half off. So no need to place an order. However, I'd love your orders, but for this go-around, it's just retired for retired. Okay, Festive and Fun for $20. Filled with Fun, this is a stamp and die set. $40 for the stamp and the dies, never used, brand new. First Frost for $40, stamp and dies. Flowering Rain Boots, stamp and dies. Flowing Fountain for $20. For All Things, $20. For the Record, $20. Forever Fern for $40, stamp and dies. However, I will be removing the dies from the magnetic sheet because I can reuse that, and you'll get all your dies in the pocket. All right, Forever Fern, $40. Friends Are Like Seashells, $40, stamp and dies. Friendly Hello for $10. Fruitful Blessings for $40, stamp and dies. I don't think I used this one. Nope, this is brand new. I don't think it retired that much too long ago. Fruitful Blessings, stamp and dies. Good Feelings, whoops, $20, just the stamp. Ginkgo Branch, stamp and dies, $40. Most of my bundles are $40. There are a few that are 25 and 35, so be sure to stay tuned. Greatest Journey, $40. Stamp and dies. This is great if you do a lot of outdoorsy things. There's obviously trees and moons and clouds, but there's a tent and a jogger and a biker, and this looks like a camper with a lantern. He's got a backpack on, so that is Greatest Journey for $40. All right, so now, oh, you know what? I missed. Let's see, gift wrapped. Before I go further, this is a punch bundle, gift wrapped, and this is the bow punch for it, and this is a $35 bundle. All of my punch bundles are $35. Oh, so we missed these. So that was G, gift wrapped. I put these aside because they were in this bin in the back. All right, Flowers of Friendship. This cuts out these two blossoms and these two size leaves. This is a $35 bundle, Flowers of Friendship. Goodness gracious, I didn't realize that I skipped over them because I put them in the back. All right, and one more punch bundle in this bin is Floral Essence. This is a 3-petal punch, so you could actually build a flower by stamping this a few times and punching it out and then just kind of turning it slightly and glue them on top of each other. With each layer you turn it a little. So that is Floral Essence for $35. And back to the H's, or starting the H's, sorry about that. Here is Handmade Hugs for $20. Handmade Wishes for $20. Hand-penned Petals for $40. The dies are all in there. Handsomely Suited for $40. Stamp and dies. Alright, Happiness Abounds for $40. Stamp and dies. And a little piece of tape. Purple tape. Happy and Heartfelt for $20. Happy Birthday to You for $10. Let's see, one more HA. Happy Labels for $20. This is a nice one. All right, so that's the H's. Okay, let's see. Now we're on to the HEs, and this section is HE to LI. The reason I'm putting this here is that you can always fast forward if you know a stamp set that you are looking for. If you know the name of it, you can fast forward and just keep watching this post-it note to change. I'm doing it all alphabetically, aside from when I get mixed up with the bunches that are in the back. So we have Heartfelt stamp set for $20. Heartfelt Hellos, I crossed that off. It is now $10. Hello Beautiful for $40. This is stamp and dies. Hello Cupcake for $40. Stamp and dies. Here Together, $40. Stamp and dies. Oh, before I go further, I have, goodness gracious, I have an H and an L. So this is Hello Ladybug, which I could have alphabetically should have been a few stamps ago, but Hello Ladybug with the punch to do the body and the leaves. This makes really cute cards. Let's see. All right, now we go to High Tide, $15. Hippest Hippos. This was a cute one. Hippest Hippos, $35 for the dies, the stamp and the dies. And in the dies are great because you have flowers that aren't even part of the stamp set. There's these goggles, there's a life preserver, there's a little umbrella, this, and I mean the tub, and she's not, like, a lot of these aren't even in the stamp, but they're just extra dies. So this is a really cute one, even to have in your stash to use for the waves and the umbrella, the goggle, everything. So cute. Hippos, Hippest Hippos for $35. Then we have Home and Garden for $40. Honeybee Home for $40. Hoot Hoot Hooray for $20. Ooh. Let's see. Hydrangea Haven for $40, sorry. Crazy me. $40 for the stamp and the dies. Now we're into the eyes. Icing on the Cake for $15. In Bloom for $40. Look at the number of dies in this one. And look at the stitching on them. This is an awesome stamp set to have. A stamp and die set to have, because it does cut out these, but just these alone, cutting out different cardstock colors, this is a great one. So that is $40. And so when I tell you that it's buy one get one half off, so if I was looking at these two, right, 40 and 40, this we'd get one for $40 and the other for $20. So for $60 you get 2 bundles, stamp and die bundles, which is amazing price. But I want to find homes for these. So In Bloom, stamp and die set, $40. Gosh, look at that. I almost don't mind if this one doesn't get sold. Okay, In Your Words for $20. Oh, look at this. Oh, hope this card makes you smile. This is a really nice one. All right, I have a few of those, so if more than one person wants it, I can do that. All right. Okay, now let's see. We have In the Country for $10. Incredible Like You for $20. Inked and Tiled for $20. Itty Bitty Birthdays for $20. Oops, knocked over my pile. Jingle, Jingle, Jingle for $20. Joy of Noel, stamp and dies for $40. That's a great one. That was J, K. Let's see, K. We have 3 Ks. We have Kangaroo and Company for $40. Stamp and dies. Kindest Gnomes. Whoops, Kindest Gnomes for $40. Stamp and dies. We have Kite Delight, just the stamp, for $20. And let's see, I have Label Me Pretty for $10. Now here's a punch bundle. This is Labels to Love with the punch. Let me turn it upside down. It's easier to see the shape, but it's this shape right here, and it cuts out these 3 shapes. And this shape is just an outline that you can stamp, and you can put all these inside. So that punch bundle is $35. Continuing on, we have Layered with Kindness. Whoops. Layered with Kindness for $20. Let's Go Shopping for $40. Stamp and dies. Little Delights for $20. This is great. It's got Christmas, birthday, trick or treat. Such a Blessing would be Thanksgiving. Ghoulish Delights, thank you, ho ho ho. But Little Delights for $20. And then I have Little Ladybug. I have the stamp for $10, and I have the stamp and die set for $35. So you could, if you only need the stamp set, you can just get that. If you want the dies with it, it's $35 for the bundle. Let's see. Oh, did I show you that? I showed you that one. Okay. Okay, now we are on to the LO to PEN. So I have lots of heart. This is a 2-piece bundle. Stamp and dies, and it's only $35. Right? Stamp and dies. Lots of nice heart shapes. Love a Cat. Oh, I love this one. I did a virtual card class. If you already have this stamp or buy this one, you should go online and look up on YouTube, Donna's Creative Space. I have a virtual card class I did a while back on Love Cats, $20. Love You Lots for $20. Lovely and Lasting for $20. Lovely Lily Pad for $10. Lovely Wishes for $10. Lovely You for $20. Oops. Now to the M's. Let me wait. Let me just make sure. Oh, I do have a stamp that's, I have a stamp and bundle pack. I have, before we go on to the M's, I have Little Monkey stamp and punch for $35. Little Monkey stamp and punch. See, punches the banana, the monkey, his little face. I think that's it. Banana, monkey face. Yep. So Little Monkey for $35. And this is another L, Lucky Clover. And this is just a clover punch for $35. All right, now back to the M's. Magnolia Blooms for $10. Meant to Be for $40. And stamp and dies, $40. Oops. Merry and Bright for $40. Merry Christmas to All for $20. Mistletoe Magic for $40, stamp and dies. More Than Words, $20. Morning Star for $20. All right, let's see. That was all of the M's. Now we go on to N's. Nature's Harvest, $40, stamp and dies. And I think this one happens to be 2 sheets of dies. Yes, 2 sheets of dies. Oh, there's one falling out. Let me put that back. But 2 sheets of dies. Like I said, some of these might have 2 sheets of dies, but I'm going through them pretty fast because I don't want this video to take forever. But, so that is, Nature's Harvest for $40, stamp and dies. Nature's Prince for $20. Geez, I can see a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, look at all this stuff. Let me just get that out of here. A few things that I left in there. But Nature's Prince for $20. So that must mean that there's a die that goes with this then. I'll have to look for that because if I cut these out, that means there's dies. So I'll have to look for this, and because I think I might have this. So if I find the dies and you're interested, this will be $40. So I'm going to leave this out, this die, so I remember. So Nature's Prince, just for the stamp, is $20, but I'll probably find the dies and sell it for $40. Needle and Thread. This bundle is $30 for stamp and dies. New Wonders stamp set for $20. Nothing's Better Than Chocolate. If nobody buys this, I will not be disappointed because I don't mind keeping this in my stash. I'm actually surprised I put it out there, but $40 for the stamp and the bundles. Has all kinds of die cut words. You know, nothing's better than coffee. Trying to read backwards. Chocolate. Oh my goodness. Cookies. What does this say? I don't know. But anyway, it must be coffees, cookies, chocolate. Yeah, cocktails. Duh. All right, so $40. Duh. Let's be professional, Donna. $40 for Nothing's Better Than. Nuts and Bolts. This is the last N. Nuts and Bolts for $20. Very cute if you do kids cards. All right, so I have a few O's. We have Occasionally Funny for $20. Oh So Electric. This is a bundle for $35, stamp and dies. It looks like I traced the outline of these dies so I'd know where to put them back with red, and it kind of blurred or smudged, so not that it hurts anything, but $35 for Oh So Electric, stamp and dies. On the Horizon, $40 for the stamp and dies. Over the Moon for $20, just the stamp. And now I have Painted Poppies. This was a really popular one. Painted Poppies, $40 for the stamp and dies. Party with Cake for $15. Oh, my pile is getting high. Peaceful Cabin for $40. Very pretty one. Stamp and dies for $40. And last in the PEN is Penguin Place, which is this punch bundle for $35. And this is great because if you don't want to stamp, you could punch out the penguin in black cardstock. And then you punch this piece out in white, which is the center part, and use these two little dots for his eyes, right? And then these you punch out of orange, and those are his feet. And then you can always stamp or cut out a tiny little triangle. It's not on here, but you could cut out a little tiny triangle for his beak. But Penguin Place, that was a really cute one because you could put hats and scarves and reindeer antlers on him. But yes, Penguin Place for $35. Okay. We are more than halfway, I think, folks. And just as a reminder, this is my BOGO half off sale. If you're on my email list, then this video link will come to you first, and then later on it will go live on YouTube. I give my email subscribers first chance at anything. Okay? All right, so let's see. We are on to PER. So we have Perched in a Tree, $40 for the stamp and the dies. And I do know that this one, I'll look real quick, show you that this one is two different dies, two sheets of dies. There's some leaves and the bird, of course. So I just wanted to show you that one. So this is Perched in a Tree for $40, stamp and dies. Perennial Postage, $20. Perfect Pomegranate for $10. Let's see. Picture Perfect Birthday. Oops, sorry about that. Picture Perfect Birthday for $20. Plentiful Plants for $40. Stamp and dies. Plentiful Plants. Now this one is an oldie but a goodie. This is wooden. But if I'm sending it flat rate, the weight doesn't matter. It is a little bulky, but it's like the width of like 2 stamp sets. But polka dot pieces for $10. And then I have Positive. Oh, wait a sec. You know what? Well, I have one punch bundle. Let me just do it before I forget. It should have been a couple of stamps ago. Piece of Cake with the Cake Builder punch. You got the cake cuts out and the cake stand, and that is a $35 bundle, piece of cake bundle. All right, back to POs. Positive Thoughts for $20. Posted for You for $20. Pretty Perennials for $20. Prized Peony for $40. Stamp and dies. Okay, I have a couple of cues. Quiet Meadow for $35. They're messed up in there, but you're also going to get some die cuts. Quiet Meadow, $35 for the bundle. And Quite Curvy, it's 2 pieces for $35. Jeez, I must have been feeling generous. Most of my bundles are $40, but this is $35. All right, now on to ours. We have Rainbow of Happiness. Oops, I'm going too high. Rainbow of Happiness for $40. Stamp and bundle. Stamp and die bundle. Ranunculus Romance for $40. Stamp and dies. Now, Remarkable You is a 2-piece stamp set. $25 for Remarkable You. All right. Now we have Ridiculous Awesome for Ridiculously Awesome for $20. Now this Ringed with Nature is a 3-piece set for $40. You get the stamp, you get the die set, and there's an embossing folder. I'll show you. It has like the rings of the trees I mean, it's called a hybrid because you can actually put your bundle in, your die in here also and cut them out all at once. All right, so that is a 3-piece, a 3-piece, because this is one big piece. So you can put that right in the embossing folder. So, oh, that says a wrong price because that says it's $36 for just these 2 pieces. So I'm going to take that off because I am selling it. See that? For $4 more, you get the stamp too. It must be crazy. So Ringed with Nature, that is. Stamp, embossing folder, and dies. Rooted in Nature. This is another 3-piece, but it is 2 stamp sets. 2 beautiful stamp sets. And the die set to go along with it. The coordinating die set. So that is the 3-piece set. And we have Scenic Garden for $20. This was a host set a while back. So Scenic Garden for $20. Okay, now we have SE to SW. Move that over a little bit more. All right, we have Seaside Notions for $20. I have Sending Cheer for $40. Stamp and dies, never used. This is another one that I won't be sad if no one takes it because it looks like you make some cute little tags. The gingerbread man, the stocking, all have a little hoop on it so that you can make a tag out of it. Then there's this other tag shape. There's a Santa's hat with the cotton bottom and the little cotton ball. Gosh, there's a lot on here. So, and this present with the bow, look at, you have the present cuts out right here, and there's the bow for it. No, I'm wrong. I think this is the present, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this is a different bow. So this could go on a regular one, and this looks like it's this stamp. I never used it, so I don't know. But Sending Cheer for $40, brand new set. Lots of these are brand new. Okay, Sending Smiles for $35, stamp set and dies. Sending Thoughts for $20. Shaded Summer, $40 bundle, stamp and dies. This was a nice one way back. Sheltering Tree for $20. This is a great one because you can change the look of the tree, stamp it in brown, and then you could stamp it in green for spring. You could leave it bare for the winter and just put a couple of these, like use this little stamp and put a couple like leaves, like it's almost winter time and just a couple leaves left on it. Or you take this whole thing and you turn your stamp upside down, use a sponge dauber and put orange and yellow and just sponge. Oh, it comes out so cute with orange, yellow, and brown. I wish I had the time to pull out from my card stash all the cards I've made with these different things because it would give you a better idea of how to use the stamp. If you need an idea, it would have been great, but that would be hard to do. But anyway, Sheltering Tree for $20. Simply Fabulous for $20. Sincerely Santa for $15. Snow Front for $20. I was going to say, I don't think I used this. Nope, brand new. Snow Front for $20. So Happy Together. This is a bundle for $35. The dies and the stamp. Okay, Soft Spring for $20. Ugh. Softly Sophisticated for $10. These little flowers fit perfectly into these spots. Softly Sophisticated. Splendid Thoughts for $35. Stamp and dies. This is a really pretty one. I like the little bee. I did a card class to go on that one too. I did a lot of classes with these. Springtime Joy for $20. Stitched All Around for $35. This is a $35 bundle. It's got some dies in there. All right. Okay, Stitchery for $20. All different stitch designs. Strong and Beautiful for $20. Strong of Heart for $20. Stylish Sketches for $20. Sweet Sayings for $20. Oop, my pile is tipping over. Sunny Sentiments for $20. Sure Do Love You for $15. And let's see, we have some sweet things, and then I have to do a bundle. Alright, so I have Sweet as a Peach, $40. This, I made some pretty cards with this one. Whoops. Yep. Alright, Sweet Baby, $40. Don't even, yeah, I did use the stamp. I don't know if I used the dies. But Sweet Baby for $40. I have an electronic cutter, so if I stamp something, I can use the machine to cut it out. So I don't always use the dies for that reason. It's not because they're not good or anything, because they're perfectly fine. All right, so Sweet Candy Canes. I have one just for $20, which is just the stamp, and I have one for $40, which is the stamp in bundle. Excuse me, it's more than just this. There's another page. There's that background, so it cuts like stripes. And it really looks great if you do it in red and put a white mat behind it. Looks like a candy cane. Alright, so that is Sweet Candy Cane. Stamp alone, or, whoops, stamp alone, or you can get the stamp and the dies for $40. Stamp's only $20. Okay, Sweet Conversations for $40, stamp and die bundle. Sweet Gingerbread for $40. And this is the stamp and the dies. Now I have two, before I go further, I have Sweet Ice Cream Punch Bundle. This is the ice cream cone. And I had found something, it's kind of funny, I found it on my floor earlier today, so I put it aside and I just pulled it out when I saw I was going to do this video. So, because this, I made this tag. This is the top of the ice cream punch. I just took out, I don't know if it's going to not, sometimes it doesn't, what do you call it? Focus. That's my word. Focus when I go up too close. But I punched that out of some watercolory looking paper, and then back when this came out, we had some paper that looked like a cone, so I cut that. That was the triangle down the bottom. So this Sweet Ice Cream Punch Bundle is $35. And then I have the Sweet Songbirds Punch Bundle for $35. This cuts out the bird, his wings, his little beak. All right, so those are those two bundles. And to continue on, a couple more SWs. Sweetest Thing for $40. Dies and the stamp. Sweetly Circled stamp for $20. And Sweets and Treats for $20. Yep, Sweets and Treats, $20. All right, we're moving on to T through Y. This is the end of it. Plus I have some just miscellaneous punches to sell. But to reiterate, this is my BOGO half off sale. Buy one of my retired Stampin' Bundles that I'm showing today and get the second one for half off. So the second one must be equal or lesser value. You can reach me at donnasingleton33@yahoo.com, and we can discuss payment and how you want it shipped. You have to pay for shipping. I will send it flat rate because that way we can squish as many into the box or padded envelope. Medium size flat rate box can fit quite a bit, and that'd be $19 shipping. If you're familiar with my holiday workshops, I usually send those kits every year. The holiday kits were in that medium size to give you a frame of how big it is, frame of reference. And if you only buy a couple things, they could fit into a flat rate padded envelope for $9.55. All right, so I prefer Venmo because I don't have to pay any fees. But if you can pay me with PayPal without charging me a fee, like do the friends and family, that's fine. If all else, I can take a credit card. which charges me a fee, but I will do it if you don't have Venmo. Okay, so tabs for everything is $15 stamp. Tags in Bloom, $15. Oh, at the end of this, now I didn't bundle this with it, but at the end of this, you will see, now this would be a good deal because all my bundles are $35. This, you could get both of these, right? I'm going to actually, you know what? I think I may bundle this. So this is now going to be $35, okay? Because that's how all my punch bundles are. So, and I was thinking, do I have a stamp that goes with this? I mean, a punch that goes with this. And this was, I knew I did, but actually there's a couple that goes with it. And this is the punch bundle. All right, so Tags in Bloom is $35 for this bundle. All right, that's that shape, but you can use it for a lot of other things. All right, Tags in Bloom punch bundle, $35. I'm glad I picked up on that. I knew I had something that it worked with, but I just stuck it in with all the miscellaneous punches. Okay, tags, and tags. This is a bundle for $25. It's got one die set. Well, it's got like snowflakes and pumpkins and hearts that will cut out, but this outer edge is all in one piece, so that when you stamp either this stamp, or this stamp, you just put one die over it and it cuts out 3 at once. It's really cool. So this is tags, and tags for $25, this bundle. Tasteful Textures for $40. This is a bundle, right? Stamp and dies for $40. Tasteful Touches, oh God, Tasteful Touches, $20. Tea Together for $35. This is a $35 bundle. I don't know why. Sometimes I have my die bundles $35, sometimes $25. Most of them are $40 though, but $35 for the Tea Together. Textures and Frames for Textures and Frames. Did I have this even in the screen? Let me, in the view. Tea Together. I keep moving around, so I want to make sure. So this is Textures and Frames for $10. Thanks a Bunch for $10. Threw It Together for $20. All right. Time of Giving for $40. Look at this. This is a really nice one because see this? This is Santa with 3 reindeer. This is just a sprig that could be up there. They just stick them in the holes. This is all snowflakes, ornaments, and this is a couple pumpkins. Really, really cute. Really cute die set. But anyway, Time of Giving, $40. Time of Year, $40. Timeless Charm bundle for $40. Stamp and dies. How cute is this? All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Timeless Tropical, $40. This is a really nice one. I don't mind if no one takes this. Timeless Tropical for $40. Look at the pineapple you can make. And it's, aw. All right. Tiny Keepsakes for $35. This bundle makes this kind of like a little, this is one big shape here. These are all little tags that they just, in twigs that they just fill in the spaces to put it on the card. But these go up and connect and makes like a little treat box. So that is Tiny Keepsakes for $35. Timeless Tulips. This, hang on, I gotta dig. This is a bundle for punch bundle for $35. It is the tulip and the leaves. This leaf and this tulip for $35. All right, let's see. Okay, we're approaching an hour. I wanted to get this done in under an hour, but I don't think we will. Let's see if we can get it done in under an hour and 15 minutes. To a Wild Rose, $25 bundle. This is a really nice one. You get 3 layers to do the base, and then a little bit lighter and then a little bit darker to make it look really, really nice. All right, Touches of Texture. This is a 2-piece stamp set. Very nice, great for backgrounds. So that is Touches of Texture, 2-piece set for $35. Trees for Sale for $40 with all the dies. Truly Tailored stamp for $10. There is a punch for this, but I use it a lot. And this isn't that hard to cut out, you know, straight edge, go all the way around the edge. $10. All right, so that is done with the T's. Now we're on to V's. Here is a Verdant Garden for $15. Very Versailles for $15. Vintage, Very Vintage for $20. This is so pretty. Look at that lace doily. And there is one, it's a punch, and it is Varied Vases for $35. And it cuts out the 3 shapes of the vase, and it cuts out a little leaf right here and a little, this little flower. So that is Varied Vases bundle. Okay, Warm Welcome stamp set and dies. Waterfront, $20 just for the stamp. Let's see. Welcome Easter, $20. Welcoming Window, $40, stamp and dies. I don't believe I ever used this. Well Defined, $20. Well Dressed for $10. Wildflower Path for $20. Wildly Adorable for $20. Wish for It All bundle for $35. That's the stamp and the dies. Wonderful World for $10. Words of Cheer for $40. Words of Cheer. Oops. Woven Heirlooms for $35. This, there's not just that frame, there's that circular frame, which also can be used to cut out a small oval, just in here, right? There's another one that is rectangular, and you could use the center as a square if you wanted to. It's easy to cut squares though. So that is Woven Heirlooms for $35. Your Biggest Fan for $40. This is great if you have a sports fan in your house. The stamp and dies for $40. You're So Sweet for $10. That is the last of the stamps. I have a few punches now that are miscellaneous punches that I want to put out. I'm going to just put them all out and then show you them. Alright, and then I have, believe it or not, I only have one. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I have this punch, which is like a cross, pointed end cross. That's all I can say. That's $10. And then I have, let's see, there's one missing, because there's another one that's, oh, here it is. Here's another $10 one, which is like a 4-pointed star. I don't know if I can turn it so you can see, but it's sometimes easier to see the back. It's a not a 4-pointed star, an 8-pointed star. $10. This is the Holly Builder punch for $10. It has a bow and 2 things of holly and the berries, a clump of berries and 1 single berry. I think, is that what that is? No, that's just a circle. That's, yeah, 1 berry or 3 berries. This is a small blossom punch, small bloom punch for $8. This is the elegant tag punch for $15. It's really elegant. This is a scalloped border punch, so you can make, if you scrapbook, you can make, or do cards, you can make long skinny borders with this. Same thing with this, or you could just use this to cut out sprigs. This is another fancy scallop border, and the way you use these long ones is you put your paper in up to like here or so, and you punch it and you slide it in and you match up the holes. Just slide it over a little bit to match up the holes with the rest of it and punch again and keep doing that same process till you get all the way to the end. Here is a bow builder punch for $10. I think I got them all. Oh no, just these. This is a 4-pack of, let's see, it's called the Bitty Blooms Punch Pack. So $15 for 4 little punches. There's three blossoms and then little leaves and little centerpieces. Okay, so that's it. Oh, no, wait. I have one embossing folder that is Stone 3D embossing folder for $8. And these are buy one, get one half off. And this goes with this die goes with window shopping. I must have sold window shopping a while back because I don't have it. So if you happen to have window shopping and you never got the window box dies to go with it, this is it. This also, you can use it separately because it creates like a little hexagon type of treat box. All right, so that is $8. So these two $8. That's about it. So again, I'm just going to show this real quick. So this is my BOGO half off sale of retired product. Buy one retired product at full price and get the second one half off. All right, for stamps and bundles. So the punches these singular punches and embossing folders do not count as half off items. This last section here, these are cheaply priced, so they're just regular. You just buy them at that price. You don't have to buy something else to get them. They're each, I don't do the half price. The half price is only on the stamps and the bundles that I showed you from all those bins. All right, so anything that you see right here is not half off. They're just full price. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If you need to contact me, DonnaSingleton33@yahoo.com, and you can tell me what you're interested in. If it's still available, then I will get it, I'll pull it out for you. I can figure out shipment and how much payment. If you are watching this on YouTube, I've already sent this as of the time that these people will be watching it. I will have sent this. Today is May 21st, 2025. And that's when my sale is this week. If you happen to not see this video for a couple weeks, or maybe it's a month from now, you can still contact me to see if the product is available, because when I pack these away, I'm going to have everything labeled alphabetically, so I'll know where to look for it, and I have an Excel file of all my stamps. So it'll be easy enough to find it if it's still available. So if you're watching this at a later date, you can just let me know if you need to, if you are interested in something. Okay, folks, so that's it. Thanks for sticking with me. It is 1 hour and 2 minutes, so I did go over the hour, but I'm under the hour and 15 minutes. Yahoo! Take care, guys. See you soon.